Very much.
I forget to take out the pickles. So I bring this one. Thank you.
Oh, okay. grande la tomamos. Allez, vite, vite, vite.
Merci.
Bus 61, direction Église de Pantin.
Chaussée d'Antin, Lafayette.
European Union residents refunds up to 12%
And then you, in the end, you put here, is this how much they want to sell?
일단 남의 피자 질이 어느 곳이에요? Do you have a bag made?
J'en ai plus. J'ai plus pour les tétons.